Difference between economic growth and economic development. Economic growth is the percentage increase in real GDP of a country. By real GDP, we mean GDP calculated at base year price. Base year price or constant year price. Gross domestic product GDP is the money value of all goods and services produced within the domestic territory of a country in a year. Increase in economic growth caused by more efficient use of inputs such as physical capital, labor productivity, etc. Factors that affect the economic growth of a country are natural resources, infrastructure, capital formation, technological developments, quality of human resources, saving rates, social atmosphere, political stability, etc. Next, economic development. Economic development is equal to economic growth plus structural change of an economy. By structural change of an economy, we mean the movement of an underdeveloped country into a developing one and to a developed country. Underdeveloped economies, primary sector dominated in nature. Developing economies, as per my view, should be secondary sector dominated. By secondary sector we mean industry, manufacturing. A developed economy normally service dominated in nature. Developing economies should focus more on secondary sector during their process of economic development. Developing countries should focus more on creating sound industrial manufacturing base. Industrial sector can create unlimited employment opportunities both in organized and unorganized sectors. Industrial sector can easily absorb disguised, unproductive, unlimited, unemployed workers from developing economies' primary sector. We can see unlimited unemployed workers in underdeveloped developing economies primary sector. Industrial sector can easily absorb excess unlimited unemployed workers from developing economies primary sector. Normally, service sector can provide employment for educated people, but industry can provide employment for both educated and uneducated people. Industry can provide employment for all people. Industrial sector can easily absorb disguised, unlimited, unemployed workers from developing countries' primary sector. Then the economic problems like unemployment, poverty, inequality, etc. can be easily solved. There is a close relationship between economic development and occupational structure of a country. The occupational structure of a country refers to the division of its workforce. engaged in different economic activities. Economic development is a process by which an economy improves economic, political and social well-being of its people. But economic growth is merely a process of increase in market productivity and increase in GDP. Amartya Sen points out economic growth is one aspect of the process of economic development. There are significant difference between economic growth and economic development. The term economic growth refers to the increase of a specific measure such as gross domestic product, GDP, real national income or real per capita income. The term economic development, on the other hand, implies much more. Economic development typically refers to improvement in variety of indicators such as literacy rate, life expectancy, stable employment, decrease in poverty, decrease in inequality, etc. Economic development takes into account important aspects such as quality of life of mass, social justice, gender equality, environmental quality, freedom, greater status for an individual in society, high human development index, high HDI, etc. So we can measure economic development in the form of per capita real income, physical quality of life index, human development index, and human capabilities. Human capabilities are the measurement of freedom of choices. The relevant factors determining choices are freedom from starvation, free from hunger, free from undernourishment, free from participation of communal life, and adequate shelter.